These crooks would do anything to scam you out of your hard-earned money. This is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I've been using this phone for 5 days straight, but I'm no way close to being even a little bit proud of it. Why? Because this is the fake iPhone 15 Pro Max. Okay, I need to start by saying I'm really impressed with how well this phone has been made. The amount of details on this device is completely insane, and if you don't look close enough, you'd be easily fooled into buying one, thinking it's a real iPhone. And in case you're wondering how I got to find this fake iPhone, this is the part where I tell you the saddest thing you might hear today. My friend got scammed. And now I'm going to use this to show you guys how to identify a fake iPhone, and I'll share my experience with this fake stuff. I took over 1 whole hour just looking at the body of this phone, over and over again, trying so hard to spot a single difference between this fake phone and the original. And guess what I found? I didn't really see a difference. That tells how serious these scammers really are about this. So let's get to know this phone even better. First thing I noticed about this phone is the fact that you can't unlock it with a Face ID. It never works. You'll always need to input your password or PIN to open it. And when it opens up, the first thing I notice is the unnatural feel of using it. Yes, it doesn't feel smooth at all. And this is what actually makes me wonder why some people fall for this scam so bad. Trust me, I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. I mean, it's really painful to splash over $1,000 on a phone only to discover it was made by a bunch of crooks. Here's something interesting. This fake iPhone does have the App Store, but the App Store is also fake as hell. It hardly has any single app you'd find useful, and no single game you've ever heard of. Imagine searching for Call of Duty only to see a different app popping up on your screen. I tried searching for several other popular apps and games but never saw them because they're not here. That's because they can replicate the iPhone 1,000 times, but they can never replicate the App Store. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can't find here. So how does this phone download apps? Well, this iPhone runs on Android. Yes, it uses the Google Play Store. That's where you can download any app you want, exactly like it normally works on an Android device. Am I impressed with this? Not even close. But what am I impressed with? Honestly, I'm kinda impressed with the action button. After scrolling through the settings again and again, trying to see a bunch of mistakes made in this device, I got to discover that the action button actually works. I tried to assign different functions to it, like the flashlight, and it worked. The light is quite bright, and if you place a finger around the area, it immediately starts to hurt. But the more I tried to find any weaknesses, the more I saw how serious these scammers are taking this business. I mean, for them to have come this close to getting everything right, it only means in the next 2 or 3 years, you won't even notice the slightest difference between this and a real iPhone 15 Pro Max. But that's if they aren't caught by the FBI or something. Now this is the part I've been so eager to tell you about. If these bad guys can one day go as far as cloning the App Store to actually work, can they also be able to make the camera as good? Because right now, this camera is no way close to even the iPhone 6. The cameras on this phone are the worst I've tested this year, and even the previous year. With no filters turned on, the camera gives a very different texture. It tries to sharpen photos more than it actually should. And if you dare to zoom in, your photos lose quality drastically. But for some reason, some of my friends think the camera really gave a good fight and it could be better. I know I already said this phone is not smooth, but I need to show you just how slow it can be. If you open the Photos app, you'd notice that it tries to load the files in there, which is something an iPhone 15 Pro Max would never do, especially considering that not even up to 10 GB of storage has been used on this device. Touches are not responsive, and you'd end up struggling to use your phone in front of your friends. And when you play a video, that's when you see the interface change completely to that of a very old Android phone. Look at this interface. I'm sure you might have seen this before on one of those old Huawei phones we used back in 2014. Phones like this are already all over the place, and it takes one wrong order from one wrong site, and you'd be tricked into buying something as stupid as this phone in my hand. So here's my advice for you guys. Never order from a site that is not trusted or a site that hasn't set a good reputation yet. And if you're getting one from a local store, take your time to check it out. Feel free to go along with any of your friends who know more about tech than you. It helps a lot. And if you're that guy who knows much, try to assist your friends. I hope this video was helpful to you. Consider leaving a like and subscribe to help this video in reaching more people. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.